whined Gertie. Bored. Isn't there anything else I can do? Gertie was staying home with her grandmother. Let's see what else you can do. Grandma thought for a while. How would you like to grow your own garden? Can I? Really? Grandma, that'd be great, said Gertie. After lunch, Grandma took Gertie to a garden store. There they bought a trowel and a bright green watering can. Wherever she looked, she saw beautiful flowers. Even their names were lovely. There were vincas, pansies, petunias, marigolds, and zinnias. Carefully, Gertie picked the flower seeds she liked best. When Gertie and Grandma got back home, Grandma said, "Now you have everything you need except for a place to plant your seeds. You have to make a nice soft bed to plant your seeds in," her grandmother said. She helped Gertie dig the soil. They threw out the pebbles and stones from the soil. "Now you have to plant the seeds in rows. Make one row for each kind of flower," said her grandmother. Gertie and Grandma planted the seeds. "Like this?" Gertie asked as she covered them up with soil so none of the seeds showed. "Yes, that's right. This is going to be a lovely garden," said her grandmother. Gertie watered her seeds with the bright green watering can and waited. Grandma laughed. "Not yet, Gertie. It may take many days before your plants come up." Every day, Gertie watered her seeds with the bright green watering can. On nice days, she sat next to her garden, watching and waiting. "Grow, garden, grow," she whispered. "Give them time, child," said her grandmother. Soon, tiny green seedlings pushed their heads up out of the soil. Gertie laughed with joy. She was careful to pull out each weed and watered her plants every day. One morning, Grandma came into Gertie's room smiling. "Wake up, Miss Green Thumb. There's a surprise waiting for you in your garden." Gertie ran out. She could not believe her eyes. In her garden stood the brightest, loveliest pansy in the whole world. Soon her garden will be full of flowers. "My very own garden," she thought proudly. She smiled at the flower. The pansy wobbled shyly in the breeze. Grandma came out and stood beside Gertie. Gertie turned to her and said, "Thank you, Grandma. Now I'll never be bored again. I'll spend all my extra time in my garden. Maybe now you can start your very own vegetable patch."